Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
I'm Quenisha. I'll be interviewing you for a potential job at the Advanced Auto Parts.
Okay, great.
So let's get started. Describe some of your most important career or educational accomplishments.
Some of my best accomplishments for my education is that I actually graduated with academic honors. So I also went to Lakeland Community College while I was in high school. So I got some high school credit and college credit at the same time.
Oh, wow.
On top of that, while going to Lakeland, I also went to a career center, and it was called Interactive Multimedia Technology. That was the program that I was in, and I also graduated with honors in that too. And that's where I found my knack, what I wanted to do, here at Bowling Green. The program is really similar to visual communication technology. So I think that really put me on the right path for my future. And so that's what I'm working on now, and which I think is a big accomplishment for me, being at college, working towards a degree in technology. And I think that's my accomplishments for my education. I just completed a co-op last summer. I have to do 3 of those, but I was really satisfied. It was a great experience for me, the co-op. So yeah.
Describe a time when you were faced with a challenging situation and how did you handle it?
Well, as a high school job, I worked at this little family-owned market, and I also worked at customer service. And as you can imagine, if someone was unsatisfied with a product that they purchased, they would come to customer service and return it, or want a refund or something. And I was never faced with a challenge that I couldn't overcome with that. I feel like I'm a very strong people person, so I was always able to resolve the issue with them if they came and they said that their chicken was spoiled or something like that. So yeah, I was able to resolve the problem and either give them their money back or find them a refund or something.
Okay. What would your former boss / colleagues say about you?
Well, with my co-op that I just completed in the summer, I went in really as a new person, new blood, and they were kind of unsure what they were gonna have me do. And one of the projects that came up was that they needed a video for children that came in middle school age that were gonna take a tour of the plant floor. And there's different rules and regulations that you have to follow when you're on the plant floor. Obviously, for safety. There's different things that they might never heard about because they were working with electronics. And there's a lot of static electricity. So one of the things that they had to put on were heel straps, so you were grounded. So that's just something that maybe that I've never even heard of. So you would have to explain it to them. And so I made a video for them, and I think they were a little weary of how I was gonna do it, because it was for middle school age, but it turned out great. So I think that they were really pleasantly surprised. They were wow, she said she was gonna do this, she got this done. I started it and I completed it, so I think they were really pleased with that.
Okay. So what do you do when you have too much work for a given period of time?
Right, that's time management is one of my strongest skills. So I feel if when I use my planner and I figure out what needs to be done in a specific time period. So say I have 7 projects to do. I can't just start one in the middle or anything. I have to figure out which one needs to be done first, which one is due first, which one is gonna take me the longest, and I strategize that way. And I feel that is really helpful to me, especially as a full-time student. So I always use my planner. I always schedule things out, and I think that really helps with time management also.
What motivates you?
I like to think of myself as a self-motivated person. I got my first degree black belt when I was 16, and that was like a huge accomplishment for me. And I think that that accomplishment like motivates me. Like I want to get things done. Like I want to be the best that I can be, and I think that's like a very good motivator for me.
Okay. How do you motivate others?
I think, and I think it's like sometimes it's difficult to motivate people, but I like to always stay positive, and I think that like positivity is contagious, and that if I have a positive attitude, like it's gonna rub off on other people, and I feel like that's gonna motivate them. Like praising people and saying like good job, like wow, like if you really like notice their effort, like that's gonna motivate someone, and they're gonna like want to keep doing better and better.
So, in order for you to get this job, we have certain job requirements. Have you ever done script writing?
I have. Actually, in my career center, I entered a like video competition, and I won the regional competition, and I went to states, and I won third place in states. And I had to script, 2 columns script, one for audio, one for video, and we scripted that way. I also have storyboarded. I've used programs for storyboarding, and I've also like handwritten the storyboards, and I feel like I'm very like proficient in that, and that's like one of my strong points. I can do that very well.
What about producing, training, marketing, and internal communication videos? This is almost like a co-op, right?
Right. Yeah, I've already like had some experience doing that with the summer co-op, so I do feel very comfortable with producing, editing, directing, all that, and I have some examples, and I can show you that when we're done with this interview for sure.
Camera operation, the field production or the live production for webcasts. Have you had any experience in that?
Right. Yes, I have a DSLR camera. I know how to use it very well. I can, set up, be ready, and I can definitely, be in the field doing things.
Editing videos.
Yep, I've used Premiere. I've used iMovie. Obviously, iMovie is like on every Mac, so I'm proficient with that. And I'm also good with audio editing software. So I think I have a knack in audio, which is like a good, I have an ear for it. So if, you need help with audio, I'm good with that.
Set up and breakdown for the shoots.
Yep, I don't think that'll be a problem at all, because I can set up tripods, lights. I'm good with audio, like I said, so I can do microphones, boom mics, lavaliers, like you give it to me and I can probably figure it out. And if I, have a question, like obviously I could Google it, like I'm self-motivated, so I will find out how to use it, or if I have a question, I'm not afraid to ask. But I really don't think that it should be a problem. I think I'll be able to set up and tear down.
What about managing a production crew?
Right. Well, I know that there are a bunch of PAs, and I feel comfortable in my people skills and my directing to, make sure that everyone's doing their job and make sure that everything runs smoothly.
Okay. That sounds great to me.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes, thanks.